What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today I'm gonna be talking about the Aquarian Age. I'm gonna be welcoming y'all into the great Aquarian Age. Now, the Aquarian Age, as you can see in this chart, the Aquarian Age starts in 2012. Now, the start of 2012 is September 9th or September 11th, 2020. That's the real start of 2012 in the Justinian calendar. Now, as you can also see, it ends in the Pisces Age. The Pisces Age ends in 2012. So the Pisces Age is the age of believing, and the Aquarius Age is the age of knowing. So a lot of the things, that we are told to believe in, we'll start questioning it, and we'll know, like, if it's real or not. And I feel like that's why a lot of people are spiritually awakening now, because we are entering the age of Aquarius. Now, what is the age of Aquarius now? The age of Aquarius, is gonna, what is it gonna do? It's gonna change the society at large. It's gonna change society at a large scale. But during the age of Aquarius, we're going to be going through some retrogrades. Now, what retrogrades are we going to be going into? We're going to be going into the Mars and the Mercury retrogrades. Now, what is a retrograde? A retrograde is when, Earth is moving this way and Mars or Mercury is moving in the opposite direction. Now, prograding is whenever we move in the same direction. So when it progrades, we receive the positive energy from these planets. Now, when it's retrograding, we receive the opposite energy from those planets. So we receive the negative energy from those planets. Now, if Mars were to be prograding, because now we are in the Mars retrograde, and that goes from September 9th to November 17th. So if Mars was prograding, we would receive, a lot of energy, we would receive, a lot of confidence, and we would be very, very courageous. We will have nothing to fear. But with Mars retrograding, we'll have a lot of fear, we will have a lot of loss of stamina. We wouldn't have as much energy as we did. As you can tell, bro, I know some people feel like they have a lot of energy drained today than they did in the beginning of September. That is because Mars is retrograding and it's taking your energy, it's giving y'all, low vibrational energy. Y'all got to find ways to raise your vibration. And I've been telling y'all, meditation is key. Getting into the sun, that can raise your vibrations a lot. But with Mars retrograding, it's going to bring, fear, loss of stamina, and it's also going to bring disconnection of self. You're going to lose a lot of confidence. So during this Mars retrogradation, it's going to be retrograding in Aries. Now, with it retrograding in Aries being, the sign of action, it's going to cause a lot of repressed, bottled up anger, because you're going to want to take action, but you're going to, you're not going to have enough energy to take that action. And one day you're going to want to take, the day that you actually do take that action is going to be, very, very toxic. So ways to, repress that anger or let out that anger, healthy ways to let out that anger, I'll say, is to start going into like martial arts, kickboxing, boxing, or start going for more walks, exercising, get yourself active, because the more active you get, the more energy you will release, and that negative energy will just literally come out your body through sweat. So yeah, just start getting more and more active, during this Mars retrograde. Now also, during the Mars retrograde, Mars being, the planet that is going to retrograde, Mars is actually the planet that is considered, the commander-in-chief of all the other zodiac planets. So, it's going to cause, a lot of aggressive power struggles, because it's going to be retrograding. We're going to receive the opposite, energy. So it's going to be, you're going to feel very, very powerless. You're going to feel very, very drained, And it's going to also cause an intense, intense structure, and intense change in society, So to me, I feel like that intense change in society is going to be like us starting to get a little bit more aggressive because of the bottled up anger that we have of, not really getting justice for what's been going on and wanting justice. So with the Mars retrograde, is going to make us, more and more aggressive because of not getting the justice that we want. And I feel like that's also going to end up turning into like war as well. But I may be wrong, That's just me. That's just my assumptions. But it is going to cause some structural changes in society. And also it's going to cause internal and external conflicts. So internal conflicts, being, not having really that connection with yourself. So it's going to be hard for you to, really know what you want to do. Because, bro, you're going to lose a lot of confidence, bro. In that, internal and external conflict, you're going to lose a lot of confidence. And also with the Mars retrograde happening in the Mercury retrograde, which I'm going to get into, it's going to cause you to have a lot of external conflict, so you're not really going to know how to let out that anger, and you're going to let out that anger in the wrong way, and it's going to cause conflicts outside of your body. It's going to cause conflicts within your community. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be very, very disconnected from the people around you. So, be safe during these retrogrades. During this retrograde, what I'll say to y'all is start getting active. Start, getting more and more active so that you can stay at a high vibration. You know what I'm saying? Start getting more active, start getting more into the sun, and start eating right too, because that can also raise your vibrations as well if you're not really trying to get active. But if you still want to continue, the way you eating. Now, hold on, because y'all can continue the way y'all eating, but I'm gonna show y'all this. They just cloned a horse. If they can clone a horse, bro, they can clone fucking other animals like cows and chickens and other shit, that animals that y'all eating. So I don't know. I'd say y'all go vegan, bro. But that's up to you, bro. Either exercise, start eating right, start meditating, and start getting some sun, bro. Those ways can, higher vibrations. Now, also during the Mars retrograde, we're going to be going into the Mercury retrograde. Now, what is the Mercury retrograde going to do? Now, if Mercury was prograde, we were receiving the good energy from Mercury, then it would be, a period of thinking and communication. But since we aren't prograding, we are retrograding, we'll receive the opposite of that. So it's going to cause, you not really making your own decisions, you also making assumptions, and it's going to cause miscommunications. Now, with the miscommunications from Mercury, and also with Mercury, because the Mercury retrograde is going to be going from October 13th to November 3rd. So the Mercury retrograde, going along with the Mars retrograde is going to cause a lot of arguments, a lot of miscommunications, because the miscommunications in the bottle of anger is going to come out as arguments, and there's going to be a lot of arguments, within your life, within your life with individuals and shit. Then also with the Mercury retrograde, it is said, I read this, it is said that a lot of dark secrets, is going to start coming into light. A lot of dark secrets about, I feel like the world, about society, about people are going to start coming into light. And also, this retrograde will be ending on the presidential election day. November 3rd is going to be ending on that day. So Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde is going to be giving off, the energy of drama, and, the Mars retrograde is going to be bringing out the energy of aggression. You know what I'm saying? So with the Mercury retrograde bringing out the energy of drama, it's going to cause a lot of drama within the presidential election and all that shit. So there's going to be, false vote counts, inaccurate sharing info, and people aren't really going to make their own decisions. They're just going to go with the flow of things. It's not going to be their own thoughts, because Mercury being the time of thinking, you're not really going to go with your own thoughts. You're going to go with the flow of everybody else's thinking. So the Mercury retrograde, is going to start from October 13th to November 3rd. And the Mars retrograde will last from September 9th to November 17th. So be prepared for that. But after all that, we finna be going in the Great Conjunction. Now, what is the Great Conjunction? The Great Conjunction is when the Aquarian Age finally starts to kick off. After we go through the retrogrades and all that shit, is when the Aquarian Age finally starts to kick off, bruh. So then the Great Conjunction won't start, right after the Mars retrograde ends, because the Mars retrograde, ends in November 17th. But it's going to start in December 21st. Now, December 21st, you know what I'm saying? That's when Jupiter and Saturn align. Now, they align and they prograde with us. Now, Jupiter and Saturn will align for the first time in 400 years. Now, what happened 400 years ago? 400 years ago was a slave trade, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, I personally feel like, we're going to start getting our country back, because this is our country. We built this country, you know what I'm saying? They used our system to build this country. We build this country with our system, and we built this country, with our labor. So I feel like we're going to start getting our country back. But of course, they're not going to really try to give us our country back. Why? Because they want to keep it, bro. They want to keep it, but, bro, I feel like it's that time, bro, whenever we start, actually fighting back. You know what I'm saying? Starting to actually fight back. But, bro, it's that time, bro. The Great Conjunction knows December 21st. Also, I wanted to say, I know y'all been hearing, you know, what's going to happen December 21st from all these other spiritual channels as well. You know, these other spiritual channels saying that December 21st, we're going to get superpowers from what? The solar flares, you know, the solar storms. There's going to be a solar storm going on. NASA has predicted this. Look at this article. NASA themselves has predicted that there will be a solar storm as early as 2020. Where are we in 2020? December 21st, bro. I feel like it's going to be that time whenever the solar storms hit. Now, the solar storms is not going to affect us in a bad way, but it's going to affect, you know, the economy. Because the satellites are going to be out. Everything that has to do with technology is going to be out. And that's what's going to cause the blackouts that niggas have been talking about. That solar storm is going to cause blackouts. And, bro, if you haven't really been connecting with yourself, you know, taking time off of social media, you know what I'm saying, taking time with yourself, you know, being connected with nature, bro. When that solar storm hits, bro, it's going to be very, very hard for you to cope with yourself because, bro, you're not really going to know what to do. The social media is going to be out. Social media is going to be out, and all of that social shit, all of this shit that has to do with technology is going to be done. So it's going to be very, very hard, you know, for y'all to, you know, if you can't take a break off social media, it's going to be very, very hard for y'all to start connecting with yourself because y'all are going to be very confused and not really know what's going on. But if you get connected with yourself spiritually, bro, like I'm telling y'all, bro, just start doing this shit now, especially during this retrograde, because, bro, these retrogrades, bro, are a perfect time to start connecting with yourself, bro, so that you know yourself, bro. But after these solar storms hit, bro, social media is gonna be done. All this technology shit is gonna be done. Because if a solar flare was to hit, or a solar storm was to hit Earth, bro, it would damage all the technology, and all the technology will be done. So basically, how I look at the solar storms, though, I look at it as like, since I keep saying, you know, God is the sun, God is the sun. I look at the solar storms as Jesus, because the solar storms, when the solar storms come, bro, it's going to cause 3 days of darkness. It's going to cause, okay, I don't know if it's going to be exactly 3, but it's going to cause a couple of days of darkness. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to be 3. I feel like it's going to be 3 days of darkness, you know, the same way, you know, Jesus died and came back after 3 days. It's going to be that same, you know, that same thing. So, bro, we just going to have to see, but start getting connected with yourself, because when these solar storms hit, bro, NASA, I just showed y'all, NASA has even said that it's gonna come during 2020, bro. And in May, I can show you another article. In May 29th this year, bro, that they also said that, you know, there was some dark spots, and those dark spots can also signal off that there will be a solar storm. So, bro, be prepared, you know what I'm saying? Be ready, you know what I'm saying? Because this solar storm is real, you know what I'm saying? It's something that can actually happen. It's something that they cannot avoid. Hey, I know I said the solar storms is something that they can't avoid, bro. But what the fuck is Elon Musk doing in space? He might be trying to avoid the fucking solar storms from hitting this shit. So I'm gonna start looking into him too, bro, because I feel like hey, there's something about Elon Musk we don't know about. But continue. These solar storms are gonna come and they're gonna hit. And when they hit, all technology is gonna be done. And it's gonna be darkness over the earth. But then whenever the light comes back, bro, we gonna have that. I don't know about the superpowers, bro, but I want to believe in it, bro, because, you know, I've been taking care of myself, you know, so it's good to start taking care of yourself so that, you know, you will have that boost whenever the solar storm hits, because nobody can control us, bro. After that time, I feel like nobody can control us. They might try to control us, bro, and we might not know what's going on. But after the solar flares hit, bro, they cannot track us at all. You know what I'm saying? We will literally be living like humans and not like pawns, bro. All that technology shit is done. All that technology shit is done whenever these solar storms hit. So, hey, welcome to the Aquarian Age. You know, the Great Conjunction is soon to come. And, you know, during the Great Conjunction, you know, it's the humanitarian period. You know what I'm saying? When we start actually getting treated like humans and not like pawns, not like bots, not like pieces of society. You know what I'm saying? We would have our own functions. I feel like we're going to go back into the trading system. We just going to have to see, bro. But welcome to the Aquarian Age, and much love.